Thank you. Thank you so much for a great teacher, John. The fact that we didn't applaud during the performance was a reflection on the fact that it was awesome work. Thank you for sharing. It was only at your request. I mean, we tried to hold it back. Thank you for bringing your friend Anir from sort of my neck of the woods. Therefore, I'll read a poem from this book I like to carry around with me, World Poetry, an anthology of verse from antiquity to our time. And it's a poem by one of my homies, if only I was around at the time that he lived, Rabindranath Tagore. The song that I came to sing, and it was translated by Rabindranath Tagore himself from Bengali to English. The song that I came to sing remains unsung to this day. I have spent my days in stringing and in unstringing my instrument. The time has not come true, the words have not been rightly set. Only there is the agony of wishing in my heart. The blossom has not opened, only the wind is sighing by. I have not seen his face, nor have I listened to his voice. Only I have heard his gentle footsteps from the road before my house. The livelong day has passed in spreading his seat on the floor, but the lamp has not been lit, and I cannot ask him into my house. I live in the hope of meeting with him, but this meeting is not yet. Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore, thank you. This next one is mine. It's called Mirror. He's seeing her smile as butterflies flit and flee from roses to streams. Sees the exit wounds when lovers' volleys shoot through walls of card houses. Mirror shards reflects on their fountains and piss pots, flotsam and jetsam. These are three short centuries. Adrift in the fog, ring a clarion poem, safe haven echoes. So many poets, voices waiting to be heard, some take more than 5. This next one is called It Came to Pass. I wrote this several years ago for United Nations Dialogue among Civilizations through Poetry. And it was an event that was held in 125 cities at 200 venues around the world. It came to pass. It came to pass that a man killed his brother. The earth was his accomplice. It gave him the weapon, a rock. It came to pass that tribes slaughtered other tribes, the clashing and clanging of swords and shields ringing in the ears. It came to pass that women and children were raped and mutilated, their shelters razed to the earth with fire, and the sky was black with smoke. It came to pass that nations warred. Flesh and bones thudded and cracked. Peasant women and children became widows and orphans. It came to pass that hooves thundered over prairies, steppes, and tundra. Horses snorted fiercely and neighed hysterically in the confusion of battle. It came to pass that the pungent smell of death and disease assailed the nostrils on grassy knolls amid blood-stained daffodils and wildflowers. It came to pass that children were torn limb from limb and tossed in mothers' laps. It came to pass that men were sawn in half, but never relinquished their faith. It came to pass that death's hail fell from azure skies, darkened by bombs. It came to pass that a new sun was born from a mushroom and scorched everything. It came to pass
that the earth bore the scars of running wheels of wagons, cannons, exploding bombs smashing, the air crackling with radioactivity. Man wore an uncommon halo and burned to anonymity. It came to pass that the sight of open wounds, eyes glazed with astonished glass stares and gaunt sockets, mouths agape, spewing, gurgling blood, numbed one's senses. It came to pass that a white flag, grayed with war's grime, fluttered, then hung still in the fog. It came to pass that a Montague gave a rose to a Capulet. It came to pass that a man from the north shook hands with a man from the south. It came to pass that a man from the east married a woman from the west. It came to pass that Lucy was everyone's too many to count great-great's grandmother because of a shared mitochondrial RNA. It came to pass that a hidden message was decoded from strands of deoxyribonucleic acid. All men are brothers. It came to pass that a poet penned a poem and doubts flew off the page bearing verses. As for revenge, this too shall pass. Thank you, and I'll end with this one. He had read one set, he could have read more, he thought. Who really cares now?
Monty Suri.